Alright, what up y'all, it's Matt. So it's time for another installment of the Yanmar tractor rebuild. If y'all missed the other parts, check out up here and down in the description below. I'll link to them down there. But now it's time to dive into the transmission on this thing. So we gotta drain the old milky oil out of this thing, replace a bunch of seals, a bunch of gaskets, make some new gaskets. I'm resealing the whole thing. I don't want any leaks out of this thing. So let's get going, guys.
Here's the drain right here, and then there's a big old filter in there, so we need to drain this oil out. It's water. What the? Straight water. Dude. There we go. Alright, it's empty. It's right at about 3.5 gallons. There's supposed to be 5 gallons of oil in here. So I got the screen out. Look at all that junk on there. Oh my gosh, that would have ruined the hydraulic pump. What a mess. Alright, so this seal's bad. And this gasket around here is leaking, so I'm gonna take it off. You can see it's leaking pretty bad. So I got a new gasket and we're gonna replace it. Here's a new gasket. So I think these hold something on the inside, so I don't want to take them off just yet. I'm going to try to get it off without taking them off. I think we got to take this bolt out. It's stopping it. Looks like we got a little bit of rust. That is nasty. We're gonna have to flush all of this out. And this is why you change your gearbox oil, guys. It's got a bad seal too. I got a new one of those. Links in the description. Sweet, it's in. Alright, so if you take these 4 big nuts off, you can get in here and there's O-ring seals right here, and it'll leak from that too, so make sure you put some new ones on there. Here's the size I was using. 3 of them are this size right here. This seemed to fit pretty good, 113. But one of them's pretty small. You're gonna have to find that on your own. At the hydraulic pump, you can take this line off here. And you can blast it out with the air compressor. Alright, so that got a lot out of that line right there, so that's a pretty good tip. There's another big metal pipe that we have to figure out how to drain though. This one comes off easy, it's just 3 screws. And we drain it all in there. Yuck. We need to get that out of there too. This top part is coming off. The gasket under it is no good. It's just got a bunch of big bolts around it, and then you got to take all the little stuff off and just lift the thing off. Yep. We're going to have to make a new gasket for that. I'm glad I took it off. Now we can get down in here and clean this out easier. Let's make some new gaskets. All right, I got some old diesel in a spray bottle. Not looking too bad. We need to spray some diesel in here too and get it cleaned up. Oh yeah, that's flushing, great. All right, we're gonna keep doing this until this stuff comes out clear and it's not milky at all. Here's the 3-point lift piston. You can see I got it all cleaned up and the edges knocked down with some sandpaper, got the rust off of there, most of it. Here's the hydraulic cylinder head. Just got 2 O-rings up there and a big O-ring right there. I got this thing cleaned up. You can see down in there, that's the cylinder. I got that cleaned up with some sandpaper. I mean, it's not perfect, but it should be all right. You can see how it works. The piston just pushes on this rod right here, which raises and lowers these arms. Let me get this thing back together. All right, guys, so there's an oil seal behind here, a gasket, and then there's a big gasket around this flange part right here. But I want to do it on this side and this side because I don't want any leaks. We already did the rest of it. Might as well do this. Let's get going, guys. Yep, it's nasty. The seal's not too bad, but it's nasty. You gotta take these gears out to get this piece off. And that's why we take it all apart. That beautiful goodness. That's a big boy. This thing works great. I'll put links in the description. It's looking good. I got this thing nice and clean. I got 2 new gaskets made. One for the bearing thing, and then this one right here goes on there just like that. I made that with the same method I used earlier on in the video. Let's get this thing bolted back on. All right, so this thing is super clean in here. You can see it looks awesome, guys. We got all of that junk out of there. Let's put the cover back on. These 4 go to 150 foot-pounds. These 7 go to 72 foot-pounds. Done. Filter looks good. I got it cleaned up. And I got a new gasket on there. New oil seal installed. I'll put links in the description where y'all can get this exact same size oil seal. And then I got a new axle wear collar. You can see the lip in there. I'm gonna put it so that the big side of the rubber is facing in. It should help seal better. Brakes are in pretty good shape. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. We just need to make a new gasket. Drum's looking all right. All right, we're splitting the tractor because I haven't checked the clutch yet. You got to get it all blocked up like this. Wedges so it can't tilt. Take the bolts out and disconnect the lines and just let them go with it. And shock the front tires. Doesn't look too bad. The fingers look good. There's silicone on everything. Throwout bearing looks good. We just got to get it all cleaned up. The teeth are in good shape. I want to see what the clutch is looking like. There's not really any grooves in here. That's good. Clutch is in great shape. Look how much meat we got left on there. I'm gonna run it. All cleaned up. No more silicone. Let's get all this stuff bolted back up. Back together. Looking good, guys. All time. You have 4 gallons. Alright, y'all, that's it for the video. This thing ain't never gonna leak, hopefully. But we did the best we could. So make sure y'all subscribe down below. Stay tuned for the next installment in this series, which is the engine rebuild. And don't forget to comment and like and do all that fun stuff. I'll check y'all on the next one. Peace.